Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to part 4 of our 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification with Fiji. We are, I believe, in our final stages of qualifying. This is what we got. We have got New Zealand, Vanuatu and American Samoa in round 3. So I believe in this section, only one team can go through. And New Zealand have been stuck to our side like glue from the very start of qualifying. It's been super annoying, but we have to get rid of them. We have to. Either they get rid of us or we get rid of them. So Fiji have been a bit mixed. They've been out of form for most of qualifying, but still getting the jobs done. I think the game's being a little bit too harsh with our form because we have been drawing and like getting 1-0s and stuff over some of these sides. So I think the game's just basing our bad form off the fact that we're not absolutely obliterating sides. I think, anyway. I'm not really too sure how this game works in terms of bad form versus good. As you can see, there's a couple of players in good form and most of the squad are in bad form. So I'm hoping to rectify that here against American Samoa. Can we do it? Not too far to travel for the two nations there, especially for American Samoa. Let's see what we can do against them. Here we are then, American Samoa versus Fiji. We are at home for this one. It surprises me that Fiji have a stadium as big as this. I think that's a little bit ambitious, unless, you know, that is correct. Usually the World Cup games are kind of correct with the layouts of the stadiums, but I do believe that 2010 was more realistic than 2014. I believe maybe 2014 had less qualifying stadiums than 2010, I want to say. I'm probably wrong, but yeah, anyway, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. We just need to get the results. Here come Fiji. Balatoga. Ooh, that wasn't a bad attempt. Just sailing over the bar. I've been really enjoying this Fiji qualifying series so far, and I really want to try and get out of that group and go into the playoffs. We've had so much heartbreak in the Oceania region, especially on 2014. Can we finally break the curse of that playoff and also that, you know, that New Zealand, I guess, because it's either one or the other. You either lose against New Zealand or you lose in the playoffs. A lot of people are going to tell me that the only reason or way you're going to get out of this qualifying round is with New Zealand. But I want to prove people wrong. I want to show people that I can be done on this difficulty with a team like this. Here comes American Samoa. They put it wide, luckily. That was such a bad defensive breakdown. Go on. Yes, that was super lucky, and Katoga has scored. There was a lot of confusion there, and he scores to make it 1-0 before half-time. Nice one, Katoga. That was probably slightly deserved from Fiji, but I just don't know what was going on here. Lots of the sort of confusion and defensive errors, and Katoga slots it in for 1-0. A bit fortunate, but I'll take it. It's half-time and Fiji are leading by 1-0. A bit lucky. We just need to build on this lead and hope that we can do it. New Zealand are 2-0 up against Vanuatu. Of course they are. So, yeah, we're just trying to rebuild the form before New Zealand. It's going to be really difficult, and I'm not sure how many times. I think we play each other twice in this group as well. I think so frustrating, really, how Fiji just probably have one of the worst attacks I've seen at the moment. Even like teams like New Caledonia and stuff like that were literally, you know, scoring goals left, right and centre, but Fiji just don't seem to want it. Fiji go for it. Saved again. 8 shots to 1 and we only have 1 goal. That is not a good output, really. A good conversion rate. Let's just get it in the box and just get this game over with. It hasn't been, again, a good performance, really, from Fiji. Let's just try it from distance. And again, caught by the keeper. It's frustrating not to score as many goals as I'd like when we're having good attempts on goal. But Fiji, again, get another result. Only a 1-0. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Fiji just need to score more goals. That's all. Our defence is fine at the moment against some of these smaller teams. How did San Marino beat Latvia 2-0? This game is so wild with these smaller teams. At least when we play Vanuatu, their form will be even more damaged. So might be a chance to get more goals. Who knows? But New Zealand, on the other hand, I mean, they're already rolling and it's only the first game. Our second match is against Vanuatu away from home. Like I said earlier, their form should be a little bit damaged after that loss against New Zealand. But that doesn't mean anything really in terms of the star rating of the two teams. They can still sit back, not allow us to go through, and we could be screwed. Well, not much has happened in the first 22 minutes. It's just been this, passing it around and stuff. I know what their game is. I know what they're going to try and do. And let's say Vanuatu, it's not going to work. Frustration starting to seep in a little bit. As Vanuatu, I know their game. I just know it. I know what they're going to try and do. They're going to be that other irritating small team that will just try to screw me over. And I just can't seem to get the ball to any of my strikers. Fiji just cannot get upfield. Like, no matter how hard we're trying. Look, like, there's always one team that does this. There's always one team in the qualifying campaign that would just do this in Oceania. And this time it's Vanuatu. Come on. Of course, it doesn't let me pass. Vanuatu defensive masterclass against me. Which is really funny to say because this Vanuatu. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, turned and blocked. But it's gone back to Vanuatu. Oh, they could have finished me off there. But it doesn't matter. Fiji are awful in front of goal. And I'm thinking about ending this video right here, right now. Because we have blown it. We need to beat New Zealand in any chance to do it. And I swear to God, every time we do Oceania, every time there'll be one moment like this where your form will dip. You cannot beat a team that's on the same level as you. Vanuatu got smashed 4-0. We should have absolutely taken our chances and done them here. Honestly, stuff like that just makes me hate the 2014 World Cup game. Stuff like that, you know, it's realistic. I get it. It is super realistic, but I really wanted to try and push Fiji, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It really doesn't. Look at that table. We need to beat New Zealand in order to stay in touching distance of the top spot. And I genuinely hate this as well, putting friendly matches in the middle of qualifying campaigns. So we played that friendly match and we actually beat Tonga 2-0. So we had a good performance in that one. Obviously, I played it off camera. I really am not looking forward to this at all. Our form has gone back up after that win over Tonga, so there is a small chance. And Krishna has gone back up as well. But from the way we've been playing, I just really cannot see us doing much against this team. Here we go then. Will this be the end of the road for Fiji? We need to get rid of New Zealand. We need to. They always follow us in these qualifying campaigns, especially in this one. They followed me to the very end here. So, yeah. Can Fiji work some magic, or will it be just the bog standard New Zealand win? The good thing about this game, going into this game, is that we're on a fresh bit of stamina. But the second game is going to be the worst one, because we'll have no stamina and we'll have to play some reserves. Push Fiji. Oh, so annoying. Like, New Zealand are just able to get back and tackle at will because our players are rated so low that they'll just be able to go near you and go, yeah, that ball is mine now. Out to the edge of the box. And that was a decent attempt. Dragged their defenders over towards Krishna, and then that guy came in out of nowhere and shot. Oh, bit of a dodgy tackle. And again, another shot that kind of goes wide, but again, a little test, but we're not doing enough. Our attacking does somehow show promise as we go into half time. With those shots, I mean, one of them's got to go in at one point. But at least we're holding New Zealand, and that's great. But it's just, yeah, I don't know if it's too little too late. The more I play the Oceania region, the more I kind of despise New Zealand. I just hate it. I hate playing them. They just don't do anything. They really don't do much. How is that a foul? I don't understand that. They are really trying to play with fire here, aren't they? They're just messing about. They're not doing anything. They're just waiting to, like, it's sort of like a battle of attrition, really. Over the top. That better be onside. My goodness, we don't deserve to qualify. That was a golden ball, and we put that wide. All it needed was a little tap. That's all it needed. And again, we waste another chance in front of goal. Like, how do you even do this? New Zealand have been awful in terms of attacking, but defensively, they've been so good. So good. They have stopped us every single time. And they keep the ball, and that is game over. Yay! Well, I think that's qualification. All but failed. All but failed. New Zealand, yet again, hold Fiji. Again, in another boring match. Like, New Zealand are the worst on 2014 for trying to break them down with a smaller side. With a smaller side like Fiji, Tonga, Tahiti, anyone like that, you will not be able to beat New Zealand. We've only done it once, and that was in a friendly game where it didn't even matter. And that's your group right there with 2 points behind still. We need a win in the next game. If we don't get it, we are out, because New Zealand will win their last 2 fixtures. Absolutely will. Absolutely. There's no ifs, maybes, or whatever about it. They are not dropping points against Vanuatu and American Samoa. Miracles have happened. Miracles can happen. I need one. I need one. I'm getting so frustrated with this game, especially with the Oceania region. You know, a lot of people ask me to do it, and I understand, because Oceania is quite an interesting region of the world. You know, it's got some of the smallest teams in the world. But, like, when you got New Zealand, a team like New Zealand, that are significantly, like, better than these sides, it almost feels like they're just gatekeeping the region. You know, I do like New Zealand as a football team. I do. But in this instance, they've been so frustrating. And in previous qualifiers as well, they have been very annoying, because every time we do it, we just cannot seem to win where it matters. That's a good ball. Kautoga! Oh no! That was such a good save by Moss. I thought I actually timed that shot right and everything. Go on, through ball. It was a good chance, and it still is. No, of course not. Another defender just mops it up. That's a good ball. It's Krishna. What a save. What a save. Kautoga. Good save, and we can't mop up there. This goalkeeper is going to end up being a hero of New Zealand. He really is. Half time, and it's much the same story here. Fiji, loads of shots on goal somehow, and New Zealand's keeper making outrageous saves. That was a great save, and the one from Krishna as well was insane, the save from that shot as well. It's just absolutely unbelievable. What have I got to do to get out of this region? What have I got to do? The only thing that's good in a way, if we don't qualify, we're giving Vanuatu a solid chance. Balatoga. No, of course not. Of course not. Oh yeah, of course it's offside. Oh, the Oceania region will be the death of me one day. Down to Talifua. Go on. Again, a save from the New Zealand goalkeeper. It wasn't the best angle to shoot from, but wow, 7 saves. Are you kidding me? I hate this goalkeeper. I hate him so much. Just go for a long shot. And again, another save. We can't do it, guys. This region has officially broken me. Just awful. Awful from Fiji. Awful attacking. To be fair, on Fiji, right? Let's not be too harsh. To be fair on Fiji, they did their best. And I did my best as well. But it's New Zealand's goalkeeper in that one. But they I can't be bothered to explain it. I'm done. And there we go. That negative form strikes again. That negative form. This game cannot help itself, can it? We're 2 points behind, and you guys may think that I'm overreacting, but New Zealand have basically got this in the bag. If only we can somehow beat our last two opponents and they fumble that top spot. So we got another match here against American Samoa away from home. These matches just feel so pointless right now. I am so deflated. Like, you just don't know how annoying this is every time we do this in the Oceania region. This game is so punishing sometimes for smaller teams, and maybe I'm just not playing very well, but again, we've just blanked in front of goal so many times. If only Fiji had a little bit better stats. If Krishna was on fire, then possibly we could have done something against New Zealand, but sadly he's just been up and down in form. And New Zealand have Vanuatu. The best situation could be New Zealand draw against Vanuatu, and then we win this game, and then we're right back in it. Fiji showed such promise at the start of this campaign, you know, getting good wins over, you know, other nations and stuff, and now they just slowed down massively. I don't understand how something can decline that hard. Avanesh, good save, and the deflect. Oh, it's offside. Okay, well, oh, look at that. It's marginal, to say the least. Like, this is ultra attacking for Fiji. This is ultra attacking. Can you actually believe that? It doesn't actually feel like it's ultra attacking. It feels like ultra rubbish. And there we go. Finally, we score. Avanesh with the goal. And that's 60 minutes of constant pressure on American Samoa. And we score. And it was a bit of a lucky strike, to be fair. Bottom corner from outside, well, just inside the box. And finally, okay, well, we just got to hope that Vanuatu hold on. Fiji have beaten American Samoa by 1-0. Fiji are really struggling, man. If Vanuatu have somehow drawn against New Zealand, then the next match is going to be absolutely painful to play with our reserves. But if New Zealand have won, then you can pretty much throw this qualification out the window. Let's find out the moment of truth. Have Vanuatu done anything? There was no score update in the last game, so surely it's not happened. 2-2. Wow. Okay, so that will mean that in the group, somehow we are joint top. But the goal difference is absolutely terrible. I don't think we've done it, guys. I don't think we've done it. Like, that is unreal, isn't it? That we've got the same amount of stats, but New Zealand's goal difference is just way better than ours. We've got to play Vanuatu next, and New Zealand have got to play American Samoa. I think it's safe to say that it's over, but that's probably the closest I've ever pushed it. Final match of the group is Fiji versus Vanuatu. I think it's over, to be honest with you. If only Fiji scored more goals in this qualifying round, then we would have been okay. Even if we win this one and New Zealand win, then we're still going to get eliminated because of the goal difference. New Zealand have to drop points, and I just don't think that's possible. And we also have to beat Vanuatu, which again, on current form, I don't think it's possible. Good passing play, and the finesse shot was wide. I've been very disappointed with Krishna in this qualifying campaign. He's barely scored any goals. And it's just, I don't know, man. Like, every time I push for on goal, and he should be our best player, really, but he just doesn't seem to be in form, or something seems to be wrong. It's very frustrating, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You can't force these players to play well. Sometimes they'll just have a bad game, and then suddenly the qualifying campaign will stutter and just suffer because of it. It's good place, and yes, that was such a good move by Dundamau, and that is 1-0. The way he just dribbled past those defences, look at that. That was class. That was probably the first bit of class move I've seen from Fiji in this one, and that is 1-0. Well, I mean, there's a small glimmer of hope if American Samoa can somehow draw against New Zealand. it does get frustrating constantly getting knocked back by teams like New Zealand, and even Vanuatu in this one knocked us back at least once. But that is a goal. What a goal. And Krishna finally pops up for the second goal of the game, and that is 2-0. What a tackle. What a tap in. And Fiji are now 2-0 up. Well, I mean, the last match, at least if you're going to get knocked out, turn up for the last match and just put in a really good performance. Fiji off the post. Oh, that could have been a third before half-time. That would have really given me a bit more confidence for that goal difference if ever we were going to push it. Good run. And that's a goal. And it's Dundamau again. He's been really good. Very, very good in this match. 3-0. And Fiji are flying despite no qualification. So Fiji turned up when it didn't matter. I mean, I just don't understand it. But yeah, it is what it is. Vanuatu just scored. And that's Sakama with the goal in the 90th minute where it really didn't matter. And that's 3-1. So yeah, fell asleep a little bit there, Fiji. And that is going to be it. Fiji did their best in this game, but it's not going to be enough. And, well, that's qualification over, pretty much. We did well in this match, but unfortunately, New Zealand are just New Zealand at the end of the day. They are just too big of a side in this region to even overcome. They just beat American Samoa by 3-0, which means that Fiji will be getting knocked out with the same amount of points as New Zealand, but the goal difference is substantial. That is truly sad that we lost out on the World Cup by goal difference there. Very sad, but I guess in a small way, Fiji did kind of deserve it because they just couldn't finish off any of their chances. So in the end, Spain won the World Cup against France as it simulates to the end of the tournament here. That is your group stages. Those are the teams that qualified, and to be honest, looking at it, there's no real huge surprises. I would say the smallest team that qualified was Uzbekistan. So New Zealand never made it despite going to the playoffs. They did not make it to this World Cup. Quite a lot of standard teams in here, to be fair, and there's no real surprises in the group stages either, to be honest. Pretty much, well, apart from Scotland winning Group A, there's been no real surprises, and in the round of 16 as well, no huge surprises in there as well. Pretty standard results, I'd say, and a pretty standard World Cup. It would have been nice if Fiji made it, but sadly it wasn't to be. Another failure in Oceania region in 2014. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one despite me not qualifying. If you did enjoy this one, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.